Yeah, I feel the game's in a good place. I feel I've been playing well for most of the season now. I started off with an injury early on in the year, but since returning from then, I've been playing good. Just at the beginning, the scores weren't really representing how I felt I was playing. I started back with a psychologist that I worked with pre-COVID. And I think just the main switch has been with my mental game. I feel it's back to being the strongest it's been. So I've seen big improvements in the scores from mainly that mental switch from early in the season to now. So I started off in Al-Ain. It's a course that I like. I've had good success there, winning the Faldo Series European finals. It's obviously been a while at that point since I'd won in the UAE circuit. So I was just starting with a fresh mind. It was fresh off a pretty unfortunate news of our friend Vigo, his passing. But in a way that really helped me. I was playing with a sense of freedom, and I felt quite calm on the course, and I just felt very grateful with the opportunities that we have. So I felt it took a lot of the pressure off me, and yeah, I played some really good golf. Held a nice putt on the last to avoid a playoff. So I was happy with that. It got me back into the winner's circle and was a big confidence boost to prove that I was doing the right things. After that, we headed to Trump, here, my home course. I didn't play my best stuff, but I felt that mental side really pulled me through that week. Hit the good shots when I needed to, but just really mentally felt in a strong place of my game. So I managed to win by 2 shots here. After Trump, we went to Tower Links, I believe. Again, a course that I've enjoyed. I had my first ever win in the UAE in Tower Links as a junior, I think back in 2016. And the game was in good shape there. I hit a lot of greens, I think I hit 17 greens probably both days, held a lot of putts. It's the game where most things were working well. And after back-to-back wins, I was just feeling really comfortable. I felt like I was the man to beat. I had that sort of that bubble around me that people were looking as in they were playing for second almost. Yeah, so mentally it was just a lot of confidence building up, and I used that to my advantage. After that, I went to the Els Club, and the course setup was probably as close to a tour event as we can get here. Rapid greens, pins were tucked on the edges, and I just chose the wrong setup to have a bad week. Didn't play my best stuff, and it was a good sort of refresh to sort of see where I can improve, because when you're on good form all the time, sometimes you feel like you're doing everything right, and obviously you're not. So yeah, I used that week to really fine-tune some things. I mean, obviously I'd prefer to go win, lose than come sort of third, fifth. So I didn't really let anything bother me. I felt comfortable still. Moved on to Abu Dhabi National Golf Club after that, and again played some really good golf. I felt almost as if the Els Club hadn't happened. I carried on straight from the form in Tower Links, and I think it was probably like a 40-foot putt I held on the 18th there to win, so that was a nice way to finish. And then last weekend, just gone down at Yas Links. It was going for 5 out of 6. We only got a couple of events left, but I didn't really feel like it was I didn't feel like I was playing to win 5 out of 6. It just felt like it was the first event. I was just treating it as any other day, and I played some good golf. Obviously, with Josh coming back from his nice spell of tour events, it provided that extra motivation to try and beat the best players that we have in the region. So yeah, I think I won by 2 shots there over Josh. So that was a nice way to get back with a competitive golf with him. I feel, as I mentioned, that it's really been my mental game that's been the strongest part recently. Working with my psychologist, I feel I'm building a sort of bulletproof armour around me on the golf course, not letting anything really affect me, keep staying very positive. And when you become sort of a serial winner, when winning's a bit of a habit to you, people are turning up and they're playing for second. They're talking about it as in, oh, who's going to try and beat Toby this week, or who's coming second. I think before I've teed off, I'm sort of leading the event already. I've got an advantage. I'm 2 shots ahead before we've teed off. And some people, they're not a fan of that pressure of, I feel like it's a hard thing to do to win when you're expected to win, but it's something that I feel I perform well under, and it's something I enjoy, being the man to beat. So I sort of relish that pressure, and I'm enjoying it right now, yeah. I've not won the Order of Merit before. Being my last year in the country, it was something that I wanted to do. So yeah, I feel I'm leaving on a good note. Growing up, really, my whole golf career as such has been in Dubai, so I feel like I'm sort of leaving my trademark, or leaving a part of me here in the golfing community. So I'm really proud, and it's a great honour to be able to call myself the UAE Men's Order of Merit champion. I feel it's a majority of emotions, excitement. 4 years out there, the facilities and opportunities you're given are second to none. I feel if you go there and you don't make it onto the tour, or you don't make your goals, it's sort of down to you, because they provide you everything you need. So for me, it's an exciting chance to really compete against the best players and sort of see what I have, and hopefully I can use the facilities they give me to get to where I want to go. Yeah, there is. I'm really happy for him. I think, as I mentioned, it's the best place to go if you want to make it at this day on tour. He's definitely a good enough golfer, so I'm just glad that he, in my opinion, made the right choice. He's giving himself that chance to go and improve in that college environment. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a repeat of the Toby and Josh sort of rivalry out in the States. But although we want as much as we can to beat each other on the course, off the course we're like the best of pals. So I'm sure we'll be spending a lot of good time together out there in America. Yeah, I mean, we're quite a small country here, but we have quite a big pool of players at the top level. So I feel it's definitely been part of my development, is playing alongside these like high-level amateurs or juniors. Zubair, one of my good friends, he's just started college last year. When I was a bit younger, we had sort of Rayhan and the likes of those players. So it's definitely been a big part of my development, is playing alongside these guys. And yeah, we're the best of friends off the course, but obviously when it gets to that first tee, there's nothing we want more than to be holding the trophy at the end. Yeah, I mean, obviously I like to be the best. I'm not really sure why I wouldn't be playing as much as I do if I didn't want to be the best. I mean, it's a really hard game to break into, but I feel that I've got the opportunities now with the University of Florida and my upbringing here. So yeah, I mean, obviously I want to break as many records as I can. I want to be the best, but I have sort of different priorities. As I mentioned before, a proud Welshman, so I think the Ryder Cup is quite up there on my priority list. I have a vision board at home, and there's a big Ryder Cup trophy and the grandstands and pictures of like Bubba hitting these big slices. I just love it feels a very different event to the usual golf that we have all season. So I love that. I love some match play. People that play with me, they would always say that I'm quite a upbeat, sort of emotional person on the course. In terms of the adrenaline that I have when I'm playing, you'll often see a fist pump from me around the end. So yeah, it's an environment that I think I'll really thrive in. Yeah, I think that was after Abu Dhabi. I found a fairway bunker off the tee, had to play it chip out sideways at like 235 to the green, hit it to 40 odd feet, and I've holed it for the grandstand finish. That was a bit of a joke I mentioned to one of the Callaway reps, I think. But yeah, the putter is definitely very hot right now. It's been part of my DNA since I've started playing, really. As everyone says, I'm probably one of the best putters that they've played with. Obviously, I believe I am the best putter, because if you don't believe that, then you're probably not going to see those results. But yeah, the Instagram captions, I'm sure you'll see more of those in the future.